Yes! Come on! Right, guys. Oh, God. Right, I'm so happy about this because, first of all, I literally cannot stand Manchester United. I really do not like them. There's some decent Man United fans out there, but generally I think a lot of them think they suffer too much and don't realise how good they have it. No, I'm sorry, right? 5th place in the league, you're not suffering. I don't give a shit what anybody says, you're not suffering. So I'll just pull this up a bit. Newcastle fans suffer a lot more than you do. Let's just leave it at that. As for the game, I was on the way to the Blythe game, so I saw the last 5 minutes of the first half. Obviously, I saw the 2 first half goals, and I saw the whole of the second half. And Sunderland deserved to win the game. Absolutely battered Manchester United second half. Damon Doy had chances, Patrick Van Aanholt had a chance, and Kazri had chances. You know, we did really well. And yeah, you could say maybe we got a bit of fortune with the 2 goals. In my opinion, the first goal's lucky because the way it bounces off the turf and around Sunderland players, and through the penalty area, through everybody practically, to go into the back of the net. And then the way that the ball goes off, is it David De Gea? Oh, yeah, that's a bit better. The way the ball goes off David De Gea, in order to, go put us 2-1 up. I don't care though. This win is so much better, especially because Newcastle lost and because Norwich threw away a 2-goal lead, thankfully. Bournemouth and Swansea also lost as well. So if Liverpool could please win tomorrow, or at least not lose, then this, in terms of the table, is a magnificent victory and one badly needed. However, a few things to point out. Man United still weren't great though. And to be honest, you shouldn't be going from beating Stoke comfortably and then almost winning at Chelsea and looking quite good against Chelsea to then getting outplayed by Sunderland. But having said that, if Norwich can go there and beat them, then we should be able to at home. And this is proof of what I'm saying. I'm not saying we're definitely going to stay up, but this team is good enough to stay up. One of the main things as well, yes, we had the worst defence before this game, but you have to bear in mind that Newcastle's only conceded 2 less goals. No, 1 less goal, I think. Is it 1 or 2? Can't remember. They haven't conceded many fewer than us. And Norwich have conceded 50 as well. Sunderland now have the best goal difference and have the best goals scored out of everyone around us. So that's a massive plus. And we're now only, I think it's 4 points behind Swansea and 5 behind Bournemouth. Catching up to years, come on. So this win was massive in that respect. And if someone said to me at the start of Man City, Liverpool and Man United would take 4 points, so a win, a draw and a loss, I'd have snap your hand off for it. But this win, more importantly, given what we've had to put up with this week, and I'm not going to... Now, I went to study sports journalism at Sunderland University and I did a media law module. So that alone's advising me not to comment on the Johnson thing, at the very least not yet. I might not even make a video about it. All I will say is, if what's been allegedly reported is true, get him locked up. He's a sicko for that. But that's not for me to decide. I'm not going to say any more on that. So, with regards to that though, because of how demoralising this week has been for the club, this win was so needed just to get everybody's morale back up again. We so needed to get a win here. People just do not understand how big this was. And as well, what is impressive for me is the fact that I've seen here, Sunderland actually wanted to win. Now, yes, you could say the last 10 minutes against Liverpool and the game against Man City, blah, blah, blah. But early on in the season, against like Leicester, Bournemouth and Norwich, etc., when Dick Advocat was here, there was a lot of times where I think I quite rightly and justifiably questioned whether Sunderland wanted to win those games because they weren't putting enough of an effort in my opinion. But today we did want it, and I was very impressed with that. And again, we had chances to score before going 2-1 up. We restricted Man United very comfortably, bar the goal they scored, which that's one bad thing about today. We still haven't kept a clean sheet since end of November. But you take what you get, don't you? So I would have preferred as well, with the points we've got recently, to have beaten Bournemouth 2-1 and drawn today. But you take the points in the Premier League wherever you can get them. So, but now looking at it, it's a massive win. And it's one that was great for us. And especially because I think this being the early kickoff, I hate kicking off early. If you can win the early kickoffs, then it gives massive pressure on everyone around you to win. So, and thankfully Norwich and Newcastle must have felt it. So we'll have to see. I'm not going to say whether we're going to stay up, but I would say by the time we play Newcastle, before we play Newcastle at the end of March, if we can get 6 to 7 points out of West Ham away, Palace at home, Southampton away, Everton at home, 6 to 7 points, I'd take that and then go from there. Look, guys, I love yous and leave yous at that. But I am so delighted with this. Oh, yeah, one last thing I will quickly say. Kazri and Cornet, and the other signings did. Doy did all right today. Kirchhoff apparently went off, and Harper's just a third backup keeper anyway. Kazri and Cornet, bearing in mind it's only been 3 games, but from what I've seen in these 3 games, they look like they want to be here. And Cornet's antics on Twitter, not antics, maybe isn't the right word, but impressions on Twitter that he wants to play for us and wants to fight, that gives me so much heart as a Sunderland fan. And hopefully, this will be the start of us shooting up the table and getting to safety. That's just what we need right now. More than ever, especially with what's happened this week, we need to stay up. And hopefully this will be the start of something good. But you never know, we've been here before and gone right back down to planet Earth again. So we'll have to wait and see what happens with that. Anyway, guys, I love yous and leave yous. Let's hope that this is the start of a resurgence to safety. But like I say, we have been here before and then ended up losing the next couple of games. Please don't let that happen, Football God. Please let Sunderland stay up. Anyway, guys, I love yous and leave yous. Next up, West Ham in 2 weeks. Big Sam will be motivated for that one, won't he? See ya.